Hi, it's Mike, and thanks for catching up with this video. Hopefully you watched the first one. In this one, the learning objectives, we're going to look at HTML syntax. That's how to write HTML. We're going to set up your coding environment, and then we'll have a look at how to declare an HTML document to the internet browser for the user. Have a look at the skeleton HTML, and we'll create your first web page. So that's really exciting, isn't it? So let's crack on. So HTML syntax. What is syntax? Well, effectively, it's a structure of statements. It's how we write the HTML elements. And we write these with a series of tags. And we don't use curly brackets, we use pointy brackets, and those are under the K and L on your keyboard. That's assuming you're using a UK keyboard. I'm sure it's okay in America as well. So pointy brackets. We create an opening tag, and after that we put our content in it, and then we have a closing tag. And the difference between an opening and a closing tag is that there's a backslash within the pointy brackets of the closing tag. Now I provided an example here. We've got H1 inside pointy brackets, and then my heading, and then a closing tag with pointy brackets backslash H1 pointy brackets. Okay, now HTML, it can use uppercase, but you'll find it quite difficult to read after a while. So please use lowercase. Well, I always use lowercase, so please always use lowercase. But just to warn you, HTML does take uppercase as well. Talking of uppercase, the very first line that we write on a web page within the HTML is pointy brackets hyphen doc type in capitals and then HTML afterwards. What does this do? Well, effectively, the code says to the browser, hey, I'm an HTML file, treat me as such. Now let's have a look at what I call the HTML skeleton, because underneath the doc type HTML, these opening and closing tags must be written in this order. Okay, so it has three key sections to construct a web page. So we have HTML opening tag, and you'll see right at the bottom there's an HTML closing tag. Underneath the HTML opening tag, we have an opening head tag followed by a closing head tag, and all the information that we code within the head area won't be seen by the user of your website, but it will be seen by the search engines and the browser itself that the user is using. So underneath the head tag, then we have the body opening tag, and then the body closing tag, and everything that is put between the opening body and the closing body will be used or will be seen by your website users. Okay, so that's the HTML skeleton: HTML, head, body, and that's it. So let's set up your coding environment to do a bit of coding. Hey, that's all sounds very exciting. So first, create a folder on your desktop called something like Learn HTML. And then open up your text editor, and I mentioned in the first video I'm going to be using Text Wrangler. If you're using Text Wrangler, then that's good. And get ready to code. Okay, so what you see on the screen right now, on the left-hand side, is my Text Wrangler. It's a empty file at the moment. I haven't written anything. And on the right-hand side, here I've got Google Chrome open with, obviously it's just Google homepage at the moment, and you can see on my sort of on the far right at the bottom I've got a folder called Learn HTML. Okay, so first things first, what I'm going to do, and please follow me through, is I'm going to declare the document to the browser as an HTML file. doc type, and then small letters HTML, and just close it with the pointy brackets. And that's it. Doc type HTML, and that declares to the browser that this file is an HTML file. And now what we're going to do is code the effectively skeleton of the website. Okay, so I've gone for an opening HTML tag followed by a closing tag, and what you'll see here, the difference of the closing tag, I've got a backslash. So I'm just going to create some space, as you saw on the slideshow that I've just closed down. So the next thing within the HTML section is the head section. So a opening head tag, and then a closing head tag, and again the closing tag has a backslash. And the next issue is to create a body section, and I've opened the body, so I close the body with a backslash with the body. Now in here, in the head, there will be information that the user does not see, but the user does see everything in the body tag. Okay, so that's it. Now what I'd like to do, if you have coded along with me, go to File, Save As, and then call the document index, like a book index, index.html, and save. And now go to your folder, find index.html, right click on it, and open with Google Chrome. Now of course it doesn't look anything at the moment, it's a blank page, but I'm just going to write hello to you. Okay, oops. Hello to you. I'm going to hit save and refresh the browser, and you can see hello to you. Hey, how cool is that? We have created our first HTML. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. What I'm going to do is just go back to the learning objectives, and the things I wanted you to do is learn some HTML syntax, or understand HTML syntax. So we have an opening tag, the content, and then a closing tag. And the closing tag is pointy brackets, backslash, the name of the tag, and then pointy brackets again. We declare the document as doc type HTML with a hyphen before the doc type, and behind the scenes the HTML skeleton has HTML tags and closing tags, and between those the head and then the body. So we've covered the learning objectives I wanted to do for this video, so thanks for watching. See you in the next one.